I'm doing this for us.
Okay, okay.
This was a this is in response to something I posted on Roll 20,
Yeah,
the
on roll 20.
forum. So half of
Oh
it
boy,
hasn't
am
even
I
been
supposed to read
recorded
that?
here.
Well, maybe if anybody's watching, they'll become interested and they'll want to know, and they'll have to ask us, like communicate like people.
But I hadn't even considered the whole streaming aspect of this, so maybe in the future I should actually post in game. I just thought because it
I
was
mean,
just a
whatever.
random
No, it
aside for the
don't matter.
characters, it's
The only
At the end
reason
of the
why
day,
we're
this is for
streaming,
us, but
yeah,
it's
we're
just
actually only
yeah.
recording. The only reason why we're streaming is because we
Yeah.
can. Other than that, we're just recording for our own archive on YouTube.
You can keep posting stuff on roll 20 and I'll try to respond to it. It's just like this one is a little bit more God, this one seems like more important because this can affect the game a lot and the in-character decisions and plot points.
Well, why don't we have someone give a recap of what the roll 20 post was, just because I'm cooking and lazy.
Okay, so what
I
happens is, oh, sorry, did you want to do it?
it's just with the death of everybody. Tasha is questioning what are we doing here after Zoo is brought back? Because when Zoo and Tasha left TNZ, they were leaving to go explore the world. Find for their own reasons, they were traveling together to explore far and wide. And now they find themselves anchored here in one spot, which was fun for a while. But now Zoo's being killed in the name of the city. And so the question was simply, what are we doing here when our original plan was to explore the world, but now we're anchored here and you've given your life for the city. Is this still something that we should be doing? Or should we just pack up and move on like the original plan was? That's in
And
a nutshell what it
homebrew
was.
sandbox. Woo!
Okay. So is that reading between the lines here? Is it because you guys aren't having fun doing the city building, or is it just a
Oh,
characteristic
No, no,
flavor
no, no,
thing,
no. This has
or
that's
what's
just
nothing to
the?
character.
do with out of character.
Okay.
This is all in
I
character.
I
I
thought so. I
am
just want to double
That's
check.
why
enjoying
I
the game.
asked him. Yeah, that's
I
why I
like the city
asked
building.
him.
Yeah.
Is this a possible character like walking
I
off thing?
I had never even considered that when I did it. I was just doing it just because it sounded sort of flavorful and
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
no, no.
character
I
interesting.
get it. Yeah,
But I had never thought
Yep,
when you
that makes
posted
sense.
that I was like, wow, like I had never considered that's
Oh,
how this could
whoops.
be
Yeah.
interpreted. So
but no. Zoo's response
Okay,
is
so what's
that
yeah?
so like when he sees Tasha packing and stuff, he knows what he knows what she's gonna start talking about, and he lends her his ear. He sits down with her and he puts on a smile because he doesn't want to worry her, and he tells her, "It does seem like we've stayed without a reason, hasn't it? And I understand the burden all this responsibility is placed, especially on you." So he keeps his smile for as long as he can, but eventually, like, it begins to fade, and he looks at Tasha and he takes her hands and he says, "I want to go wherever you want to go and wherever you want to stay. My only fear is that we won't be happy having run from our problems because we're here and we've made friends here, and I would feel remiss having left Zarki after all we've been through. Can we can we stand in the adversity we've shown, or in the adversity we've seen?" And he says, "I'm willing to try if you are."
okay, I guess leaving something unfinished would be a poor way to leave something. We did set out to build this kingdom, and I agree that if we left now in the face of adversity, setbacks, that would be a regret that may come to haunt me. So I guess that's as good a reason as any to stay. Let's see
And he
this
tries
through
to
to
pick
the
up
end.
her mood. He tries to pick up her mood and says that you've probably bitten off a lot more than you could chew. As a builder, trying to build a kingdom is no small feat. But you're special, especially to me, and I know that you can do it. All right.
Okay, let's see this through to the end. You know Zarky wants me to build a caster's tower, right?
Is
He's
that
been
what it was?
talking
I
about
thought
it
he was
all
still talking
month.
about that brothel.
No. Ever since that little fireworks shop started selling trinkets, he's been going on and on about crafting magic items for the profit of the kingdom. And while I don't disagree, and I like the idea of having a giant workshop to myself, his motives are much baser. But let's do this. Just let's if don't give yourself for the kingdom again. If it comes down
Zoo
to it,
promises Tasha that he
I'd
will
rather
be more
sacrifice the
careful.
kingdom than you.
He's flattered to hear that. All right. So, yeah, what are we gonna do then?
So while this is all going on, Zarky's making plans. Nothing too crazy, but he's planning the greatest caster's tower that you've ever seen, with a big laboratory and different rooms, even some rooms for teaching others about magic and rooms for study.
Zarky has
And then,
big
of course,
dreams.
the big shop on the
You only
ground
want to
floor, the
teach them
magic shop.
magic so that they can be part of the sweatshop of like your magic items and
That's
stuff.
exactly what it's going to be. A giant sweatshop.
I mean, you can call it what you want.
I heard children can be used for cheap labor.
And they learn real quick too.
And slaves are always in demand.
Yeah, jeez.
Sorry if you hear
Yeah,
my
Cheliax
cooking.
is like our neighbor.
It's true. It is.
I did have one more quick thing that I needed to do. I just quickly check in here if I got the
Actually, if
cash,
I made
and
an
I
evil
do.
character, I had an idea for a cleric of Asmodeus, but I wasn't gonna make him lawful evil. I was gonna make him lawful neutral.
I'm playing in an evil game, the Hell's Vengeance, and I'm playing an Inquisitor, Asmodean Inquisitor.
That's pretty cool.
How I have a
Kind of
question about
interesting.
that. How is it for
Yeah.
the party to work with each other? Does the game find ways to keep you guys together? Because like, there's gonna man.
Well, to an extent, the party has to
personalities.
agree to work. Like, the base concept is the fact that Cheliax is lawful, very lawful, like super strictly lawful. So all your flavors of evil have to be, at least the players have to understand. I mean, you're going to be working together, and the game brings up the idea that you are all in service to Cheliax, because that's the way the country works.
So that's the only
So-
reason why you're doing things is because you're in service.
If you screw over, the idea is, if you screw over or work against the party, then essentially, because you're all agents of the Cheliax, you're screwing over and working against Cheliax, and there's consequences, repercussions for that.
Gotcha.
But more importantly, there's rewards for working with them. You get in-game rewards that are actually pretty good for working with the plot. So yes, you can make a chaotic evil guy and you can go around and backstab everybody in their sleep, but what's the point? You're all working for yourselves to elevate your own status in the eyes of Cheliax so that you can, move up the chain of, get rewards and stuff like that. But you still have to succeed at the missions that they have set before you to get anything. If you backstab somebody and it causes the mission to fail, then you're not really getting anywhere.
Not really helping. Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, I was just thinking of a
the
scenario.
players have
Let's
to have
say,
the right mindset.
let's say you captured somebody, you
Yeah.
have them tied up, you're gonna ask them questions. The lawful evil guy wants to ask questions, but the chaotic evil guy is just like, I stab him! Like, how is the party gonna work with each other? I mean, the lawful evil is gonna be really mad that he didn't get what he wanted, and the chaotic evil ruined it, and I don't really see them getting along.
I think
And
there would
then-
need to be like a clear chain of command.
And then what happens is the lawful evil guy goes to the dude that sent you on this mission and says, we had the
Tattletales
informant,
you.
but Spadowski here stabbed him in the face.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then,
okay. Yeah.
You
that
know,
makes sense.
and then just like Darth Vader, the patron goes to Spadowski and says, you have failed me for the last time. Not quite that dramatic, but this isn't a friendly, caring, oh, well, that's okay. I understand that you have a temper.
It's make a new character, or roleplay being in jail, or dead.
Suffer the penalties or whatever. But that's sort of the idea. But like I say, ultimately it really comes down to the players have to understand that even though they're evil, they're still a party and they're still working towards a goal.
But that's like a
So-
thing that any party should
You just
Yeah.
choose
like
evil
this.
means
Your
to
methods,
achieve your goal.
that's right.
Right.
Your methods are what change.
It's not an excuse to just do whatever you want and try and screw people over.
Right.
That's
It's
Oh, yeah,
just
like,
you
it's
know-
just
torture
never
and
an
blackmail and slavery and like all this nasty stuff are all perfectly acceptable means to achieve your ends.
But there's those players out there that as soon as you say, "Oh yeah, you can play something evil," they go full idiot.
Well, it's because they
And
don't understand it.
The mods.
I think you
the
have to
mod
play with
brings that
people
up.
you know.
Right at the beginning, there's a whole chapter about this is an evil game and this is what to expect and this is sort of how to run with it, and the players and it says, discuss it with your players. Your players have to buy into the premise. You're not just rampaging orcs going around burning villages to the ground. Even if you are chaotic evil still means that generally you knuckle under strength. It just means like
You still have a goal.
you're ruled by the strongest, and right now the strongest is the Empire of Cheliax type thing, right? So you're still chaotic, you still feel might makes right, but it just so happens that there is somebody mightier than you. It'll influence how you go about your mission, but it doesn't need to mean that you just go about ignoring the law and rampaging around.
Okay. The only reason why
it really
I'm
comes down to
asking
players.
is because if I run the evil homebrew for these guys, that's pretty much what I was going to do to them, is they're working for the crown, and if they go against the crown, well, we know what the crown of Irison's like.
Because like you said, you're right. When people hear that they can play evil, they usually end up playing stupid.
Yeah.
But evil doesn't mean stupid. It just means
Right.
that you're willing to... Your goals and the methods you use to achieve those goals are not what would be considered nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that this is a worry that you should have with our group. I think we
No,
all
I don't think it's a
understand each
worry.
other enough.
It's just he plays with a lot of different people, so it's like his experiences range. We play
You
with the
get the
same
bottom
people.
of the barrel. Whenever you just like
It's
look
kind of
around
like.
online.
Have you guys played Skull and Shackles?
No.
No.
Okay, that's like not quite as far as Hell's Vengeance, but you're still ultimately you're playing pirates, and there are things that you are part of that are not good because you're pirates. You're throwing
Right.
people off the plank and stuff. And
Well, I mean, Benjamin
you know,
Franklin did
again
that.
at the beginning,
No, he didn't throw
at the
people off the
beginning of the book, it specifically there's a whole chapter that says make sure your players are in the right mindset for this type of game. Because if they're not willing to go along with certain things, then there will be, you know, rough spots. So ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Make sure your players are in the right mindset. They're willing to go along with the concept.
Okay, so are we going to do some city building? We haven't heard from Pluto, I assume.
No. I guess
And
that's
I've
what we can
recommend
do.
here, so I'm ready.
Poor Pluto. Or Matt. Sorry, Matt.
Well, is there some adventuring that we can do today? Like, I
I
don't mind
want to
city
do
building a little
sorcerer
more,
thing.
but 4 hours of city building seems like a little much.
Oh, we're not going to do it for 4 hours. There's no way.
No.
But I think we should start with it, do a few months. If Pluto's not here, then we do whatever
I
secret
don't,
is planned.
36 minutes have gone by. I don't think Pluto's gonna show up.
Okay, well, we can
And
do
if
whatever
he
secret
wakes
one.
up and remembers, oh, there's a game, he's probably not gonna show up still, because he's gonna figure I've missed too much anyway, and they'll just assume I'm asleep. I don't know. Maybe something actually came up, but seems like it happens a lot.
I'm up for whatever, so. Adventure or city build.
Oh, man, it's just a ranger, a sork, and a wizard, though. You know?
I know, right? No. I feel your pain.
It's like, I can
We don't
send
want
you out
another
there,
lizard
but
man.
I don't think you want to be out there. And I didn't
We could have,
come
like,
up with
Ekigro or
something small. I mean, maybe that's what I should do is design something small so when things like when situations like this happen, I can at least do something. Because right now, your guys' agenda, if you want to finish this book, you have to explore. You have to get those hexes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case.
This book, I'm just gonna say it now, doesn't technically have a boss. It has some high-level bosses that you get to fight in some of those hexes, but the book actually doesn't have a boss for your progression. So in order for you guys to progress to the next book, certain criteria have to be made, and that's it. And yeah, I can't send you guys there with 3 people. And Tasha might start to feel better in book 3, so it would be nice to get to that book. Oh, right. He's probably not even going to show up even if he remembers because he didn't make a character. That's probably it.
That too.
Oh.
He probably didn't make a
We
character.
have no idea what he's playing.
Dang it, Pluto. Oh, man. Okay, where could you guys go that is not super dangerous?
Okay, well, one quick thing here. In Zoo's new bracers,
Yeah.
Tasha spends some extra time, and she's going to learn Frigid Touch.
That's a good spell.
Yeah, but it's a dirty, dirty evocation spell.
I know
I
something.
agree. I don't particularly like evocation either.
After
You
my
would love to meet
hardship,
my druid.
because evocation's my opposition, I will learn the spell, however, and put a frigid touch into Zoo's bracers.
Yay!
It seems like a good defensive spell.
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, it'll stagger him, which will interrupt any full attack actions.
All right, we can try that. Although for the sake of us actually having some consistent damage, I was thinking of taking some evocation spells next level. It'll probably just be Zeus' bloodline trying to defend himself.
It's just unfortunate when like, because we don't have a full team now, we're sort of compromising our
Oh, we're
original
we're
visions, trying
spread
to fill
so
in the
thin.
gap. I'm still trying to figure out, like, as a straight wizard, unless I use UMD, just a sec, because healing is a big issue here.
Yeah.
I think we actually have a pretty solid damage offense. It's just we have like nothing for defense.
I mean,
Because
I
You have
defense was
Continual.
standing behind.
I'd say if
As long as
I
we-
get the
yeah.
melee combat with a bow thing where I can attack with a bow and not provoke, which I want to get next level if I can.
How's your
then
AC though?
that would
Because if you're
mean I
gonna
can
want to be, if you
My AC's good.
okay.
Yeah, I made sure everybody's AC had
Could-
improved since last time.
Yeah. Because Tasha made me the mithril armor. Mithril
Mhm.
plate.
AC only helps against physical damage.
That's right.
And my saves are decent. My will save's bad.
I don't know if there's anything I can do about that.
Yeah,
So I want to help you
Iron
guys
Will.
a little bit.
I have 23
I
AC.
like how like both times you guys went to the swamp witch and she was like, "Go away!" You guys were like, "Okay," and left. But I would like to see you guys try a little harder to get her to talk to you. Whatever means you want to do that, you know. But I think while Pluto's gone, that's a good task to try to do. Another task that you guys could try to do that's other than city building, gosh, yeah, I don't know. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. Oh man.
Well, okay, so let's take a step back. I mean, one of the big issues is until we have a fourth player, basically the game has come to has come to a stop. It's
Because
getting
of the
slow.
builds, yeah.
so how
Let's see, could you go here?
moving forward.
Would NPCing Ekigro help? Or is that still just
I don't
not?
have Ekigro's stat book. He did not put Ekigro.
Or
in
NPCing
Kingmaker.
any NPC character. Like, you know, we take our martial guy with us or someone.
Well, Ben's basically you, just
I
human.
know
But
not something you have prepared, but
if you guys want, I
For
can
future.
grab a hireling from the archive or the whatever. Yeah, I have NPCs. That's not a problem. So if you guys
I'm
want
saying
to
that's an
hire
option
one,
if that's what we're worried about.
Let's hire an iconic.
I don't. Maybe wait. Do I have the iconics?
What's that?
I know I have their portraits, but I don't think I.
Okay.
Mm,
Every race has a character that they've pre-built as an example of that race, and they're known as the iconics. When you look at when you look in the book, the dwarf that goes with the ranger entry, that is the iconic ranger.
Yeah. In Pathfinder Society, in this situation, if we were to play with only 3 people, I would have to play an iconic to fill the spot. Let's see, what book? NPC Codex.
I mean,
High
or we could do
level.
something crazy, like
You
have
guys level
all 3 of us
6?
spend an hour to build a new character that we just kind of
Oh, you're
NPC
level
with the
5.
party.
You're all level 5.
Level 5.
Are we?
Going to level 6.
Okay, we have, let's see, a warrior. A tavern champion.
I mean, like, I don't think we have to have another character.
Well, it's
I mean, it just to,
Secret
like, at
knows the
least do
encounters.
something.
Well, if you
Okay,
guys
well let's
don't
go
want
talk
to
to the witch for now.
Yeah, if you guys don't want to
That
do
seems
that,
to
then
be
you're in
the
danger.
direction that we're putting it.
What if we just take a really stealthy approach to everything? Because these 3 characters were, like, the ones that could actually succeed at that.
Yeah?
It's just going to involve being very careful, and, like, if we can't get an advantage on our opponents in
We
combat,
peace out.
then we just don't take the combat.
Well, depending on what we're fighting, I mean, we could also, I don't know how satisfying it would be, but we can start pulling out the cheesiness.
Here, you guys will get a grizzled mercenary as you guys hire him to bodyguard, because you guys can't find Ekigro. And he'll do minimal stuff. Because secret.
I'm very stealthy.
He's 1 level higher than you guys, but that's because the other build sucked, so I'll just take this one instead. Some of these NPCs are just so basic, because they're the aristocrat, warrior classes. They're the NPC classes. So there's not as good as you. Flying, you're gonna give him flight?
I suppose that we can start pulling out the super cheese.
Oh wait, there's a
Where's our
spell
Yeah.
where you can like torpedo an ally to somebody. So if he gets that like melee archer thing, you could torpedo him with his like bow out ready to shoot, and as soon as he gets to the guy's face, he's just like That'd be funny.
Yeah, I need to see what this feat is for melee fighting. I don't remember.
I don't know what you said it was. I don't know if
Should be
you
able to
want
get
to
it,
do
though.
it, but if that's what you want to do.
Well, I have 23 AC, which is pretty darn good for a level 4 character.
5.
Or 5, level 5 character.
It's actually 2 below the recommended.
Yeah. I mean, we can't be perfect here. I didn't do an AC
Yeah,
build
just
or
saying.
anything. I don't think I even have a ring of protection.
It is not bad.
No, I do. I don't have an amulet of natural armor, so
Yes,
I
you
could
do.
definitely get more. Do I? I do.
I'm
Crap.
positive.
No, I do. I have I just forget what I have. I have natural armor 1 and protection 1. Cloak resistance 2.
Tasha, I don't know. That's a good question. Every time we've tried to talk to her, she does not want to talk.
Well, the first time we were just trying to make contact with her because we were exploring. The
And she
second
said,
time
"Go
we were
away."
specifically looking for the child. And she
Who
told
she
us to go
didn't
away.
have.
So, what?
Perhaps
is
instead of
our
asking so
reason
much
to
of
go a
her,
third time?
why don't we extend an olive branch to her? Like we keep coming to her wanting things like talk to us, meet us, and tell us if you have the child. Like, why don't we just say like, hey, we thought we're neighbors and we want to give you this gift. Whatever we think she might like. And then see if we can become friends.
Okay, well, What if we do give her a gift, she accepts, takes the gift, and then doesn't want to talk to us? What do we do then?
Well, I think we leave her to her business. That's
kind of what we have been doing.
I know,
then
but
nothing changes.
I get okay. So out of character, I'm just thinking like, what's our character's motivation for doing this? Or it's like, oh yeah, we're neighbors. We should probably like meet her.
That was
Well,
the
that's what
first
I'm
time
trying to figure out too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm kind of. I know Secret wants us to do it because there's stuff there in the book, but I don't know our character's motivation for it.
Like,
I can't come up with anything.
Other than you guys keep just
There's a lot
letting
of
her be, but your kingdom's
the
expanding.
problem is that there's non-interaction between us.
I mean,
There's no reason
I don't have a problem with
for
her.
us to interact with her because she doesn't want to interact with us.
but that's the point, right? Like what you were saying. She doesn't seem to be bothering anybody, and she just wants to be left alone, and I kind of
Yeah.
Right.
Let's
respect
leave her
that.
alone.
So I'm like I say, the first time we had a reason for being there, which was exploring the hex, and then the
Do you
second
wanna
time we had a
gather
reason for
information?
being there.
Sure.
Well, okay, that's an interesting point. Something that I was thinking about before, which is our people seem to be ranging a lot farther than I thought. I mean, we have woodsmen all up and down in these woods. We have children that seem to be wandering
those
all
are
the way down
woodsmen,
this
though.
river and stuff. But okay,
The
so what
child
I mean
was
is,
just like a weird.
The child thing doesn't make sense. Like, he must have been taken that far, right? It's
There's-
not like he wandered that far by himself.
there's woodsmen and
That's like
hunters wandering
days.
around this area. So
Yeah.
I guess my vision was that this was completely abandoned, like nobody ever went out into the woods and stuff. But now that we're encountering people, I'm like, oh, it actually seems like there's people going out and about doing their business all the time. So
Well, now months have
Maybe somebody
passed
does
to the
know about
point
the
where
witch.
you have a population in your city, and yeah, people they're not going to stay in the city. But now that you're attracting population to the area, yeah, there's going to be wanderers.
okay, well, let's see if anybody else knows about the witch then. Which witch is which?
Yeah,
So Zerky,
I
you start asking the town
don't know much.
about the swamp witch, as you guys call her. I know that's what it says, but I think that's just because it's through rumors, perhaps.
It's our name of her.
But nobody seems to know much about it. None of the people you're talking to today have any info.
Okay. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, why she stayed to herself so much. Why does she not want to become friends? We can mutually benefit each other.
Not everybody wants to be friends.
True.
Does you want to gather info?
Just think of all these sweet funguses and things that we could trade with her. She'd give us some
I'll help
cool
Tasha.
fungus and potions or something. We can give her, no, gold. Everyone likes
Okay.
gold.
So for whatever reasons, the swamp witch pops into your guys' head today, and you go about town asking people about who she is. Does anybody know her? Has anybody met her? Things like that. And there's really like a whole lot of shrugs and no's, but it seems to be that a couple of people gave a name to her, and they call her Old Beldame.
Okay.
And the people that you talk to, these are just potential rumors. You don't know if they're true or not. Believe that she's a hag.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
And they believe that she sold her soul to a demon or a devil for malign powers.
It happens.
And anytime a child goes missing, the witch is generally blamed. So when Tig was missing, if you guys went to gather information, you would have heard some of this. But you guys don't really gather info much in this game.
Well, that was our first stop, was the Swamp Witch. She was our first suspect, so.
Right. She's like, go away! And you're like, okay. Bye. I laughed every time you guys just left her alone. I was just like, all right.
Well, if I go next door and knock on my
Respect is
neighbor,
respect.
and they say, yeah, we're not interested, just leave us alone, then
Yeah, if that's
I'm not gonna
all
stand
they
there.
say, then yeah, I'm gonna leave them alone.
I'm not going to stand there ringing their doorbell every day until they relent.
You know what I want to do that I forgot about is Davy Crockett. I haven't been training him.
Oh, yeah.
You've had months to do so.
I know.
I mean, you've been training him.
I have these plans for some barding, if he ever gets trained up enough that you can put some armor on him.
Yeah. So me, Zudurium, the player, doesn't really know how animal companions and mounts work. I have just not experienced much of that yet. So I need to do some research on those rules before we
It's
get
really
too involved
nothing.
with that.
Unless you're a caster, like being on a mount. Well, actually, what is
Well,
it?
just like
with
my
ranged
mount's level and
weapons?
hit die and abilities and teach training him. Like I know I learned a little bit about training, but I don't know how many tricks he can have right now. Like I have to look up all that stuff.
Wait, that ranged weapon thing is only for when on flight mounts, right? Anyways, no, there's like, it's really simple. It's really simple stuff.
Also, I need a lot more feats if I want to do mounted archery, I think.
No,
Like I can't even get
You
the
don't
point blank
need
master
feats
that I want to get because I need weapon focus.
you don't need feats to do archery on a mount.
Okay. To get the point blank mastered, which is how I attack and while threatened and not provoke, I need weapon
Oh.
focus, which I don't have, so
Yeah.
that plan's kind of out the window for next level. By 7th level I can do it, but then I also kind of want to get many shot. Anyways.
Yeah, it sounds like you're
Point is, I
focusing
can't do
more
all
on
the
your
things I need to
bow.
do.
I wouldn't really focus so much on your mount, but animal companions
I definitely
are going
chose
to get
to-
hurt, and so you got to keep that in mind. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to be throwing my animal companion out there. Can it? Will it? Do I care if it dies? There's many questions to be asked.
Yeah. I don't know, but having an animal companion could certainly help our party in combat.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, think of things and ways. Like,
But anyway, sorry,
how can you
which
get
things?
this lady to talk to you? How can you?
So wait, why do we want to talk to her?
Because Secret doesn't
Yeah,
want you guys to
that's the
die
thing.
by doing other things.
Is that I would love to try and like find ways to get this lady to
I
talk
don't
to her,
know
but
my
she's given
motivation,
us
so it's hard for me to come
no
up with
reason
anything.
to want to talk to her.
Okay. Well,
Well then,
let's
do something
see.
else then.
There was lizard folk down south. I mean, she must be a valuable source of information about everything that's going on around there.
We could also go back to that guy who wanted me to start slavery.
I don't know about that.
And do what? Have a conversation.
Yeah.
Start slavery.
Start slavery.
Talk about his point of view some more.
Well, remember, it doesn't talk; it shows you pictures.
Sure.
Right.
Oh my god, sorry.
I mean,
I'm
if
fine
you
talking
want
to
to
the witch.
try
I
and
just
reason
don't
with
know
her-
my character's motivation,
Yeah, me too.
so I can't roleplay it because I don't know what my motivation is.
Cause like I guess like we can give her like
If you tell us like,
a gift or
she's
something.
attacking people or like,
Yeah, we don't want her to be
oh,
to fill that kingdom slot. She's nasty and non-social.
I'm just pointing out reasons why you might want to address her.
okay. Yeah, based on our interactions with her so far, I don't think we want her in any kind of leadership position in the kingdom. But we should probably go and explore some hexes.
We could.
Well,
I think we
see
should
that.
explore hexes and be very careful.
See this last reason here is the biggest thing I'm thinking of. We know there's the floating glowy wisp things floating around, and there's also this mysterious tower in the lake, which she's right beside. In theory, she might know a lot about those. So there's a reason to try and ask her about it.
Okay. Let's go pay her a visit. Why don't we bring her a gift? What do we think she would
Oh,
like?
okay.
Children.
So the rumors would tell you.
I don't know, I'm not a witch.
How about
Mm.
a hmm?
I mean, I don't know, like 50 gold and like magical reagents and materials. I don't know.
Do you think Mr. Potion Crafting Werewolf
I think maybe
might
she'd
have
make
a better idea?
yeah, maybe she'd like a potion or a tonic of some kind. Calm the nerves, help her sleep, give her energy, whatever.
Sure, we could try asking him that.
Isn't Beldame actually a title of some kind?
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
sure.
why the citizens call her that. She has an actual name, but of course you guys don't know it.
Beldame is
So
just
our
an old
werewolf
woman.
potion
is
maker
the-
friend.
Malicious and ugly woman, especially an older one, a witch. Okay. So it's another way of saying she's a witch.
Where's our
the
potion
classic
maker
idea,
werewolf friend?
not the Glorian idea of the witch, but like the Earth idea of a witch. Yeah.
Crazy Boken is the potion maker,
Yes.
just to east of the city.
Okay, let's pay him a visit.
Oh, did you guys ever find a cure for him?
No.
No.
How do you
Besides
cure
this
lycanthropy?
silver arrow I have, that should cure him permanently. Kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Jeez.
We built that little rage cage for him.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows you can't cure werewolfism.
You actually can.
Without very powerful magic.
Sorry, Zarky thinks everyone knows that you can't cure werewolfism.
Oh, okay.
He's never encountered it.
Right.
So let's visit him, make sure he's okay, and see if he's having a good day, if he has any potions or tonics that we might bring to the witch as a gift.
If you do that, you'll have to purchase, but he'll give you a discount.
Oh, yeah, we'll purchase. 100%.
Okay, he may or may not have the potion or the materials to make the potion. What is it you're looking for?
Well, I'm just curious what he has that he thinks an old witch person might like.
Well, first we should ask him about if he
But
knows,
how's he doing?
if he knows her.
Yeah, well, is he a werewolf right now? Is he having a good day? Is he...
Oh, okay. No, he's not a werewolf right now. He's having a great day. He says,
Awesome.
thanks to your understanding and the assistance of Ben and his men, everything has been under control, and he feels more his working self and less his real crazy self. In which he had gone gathering many a time, and on very rare occasions he would see this woman you're describing. Um, we never spoke. Every time we always just turned our backs to each other and walked away and continued gathering. Um, he says that she's been here in the Greenbelt just as long as he has, as far as he can remember.
So she must know a
Is there
lot about this
anything?
area.
Yeah, do you know if there's anything else to her other than the fact that there's a stigma of her being a witch or a hag?
I don't know. That may or may not be true. But the part about her taking children, definitely not true. She's usually carrying a basket with, like, mushrooms or something in it.
Tasha
Okay, so she likes
crossed
mushrooms.
children off her list of
That's
possible
good to
gifts.
hear that, yeah, she doesn't like children in that sense.
Then why don't we go gathering some like wild mushrooms for her?
Oh, we can, but is that something that she'd already have enough of and not really want more?
Well, well, Boken, do you know about mushrooms, their herbal properties and the like?
I don't know much about them. I just know that when I throw certain things in, I get certain results.
Zoo, do you know anything? Or Zarky
Uh, yeah.
about mushrooms and the like?
Let's
Okay.
see. I think I know a bit here or there I picked up in my travels. Oh boy.
I know things about nature.
I thought I did.
Okay. Where would be the best place to look for something exotic or unusual that would maybe appeal to her?
Uh,
I guess the
I
problem
can
is we don't
find
know
out.
what's really.
he says, uh, now come to think of it, I know where, I recall where I saw her, but, it's all really muddy there. But there's these special kind of mushrooms that, some dangerous plants tend to hang around. I know she'd really like those. But you'd have to
Okay.
kill these really dangerous plants in the mud. I don't know if you like mud. But that would be across
Well,
the lake from her hut, kind of towards the south. Where's your guys's? Oh, that's where the upgraded diamonds. Yeah, the red diamond.
Okay, go get some
Okay.
mushrooms.
That's the
all
only
right.
thing I know. I don't know where any other mushrooms are. He describes the mushrooms. Does anybody have knowledge nature they want to? Or is that what those are
Yeah.
for? Or
Oh, I
We
just
were
rolled
trying to
some
see
just
what we
general
knew
knowledge.
about mushrooms in general. Yeah. No, I
If
did
you
worse
want, you
this
could take
time.
that as a
God
roll.
damn it!
Do you want me to? Do
I
you want me to
I
re-roll?
Yeah, that's fine.
can't roll.
Okay. So he describes these mushrooms as 8-inch tall mushrooms that have hollow caps filled with tiny, hard balls of spores. And when shaken, make an unusual rattling sound. And Zoo knows that these are called black rattlecap mushrooms, which is highly desirable for alchemy and rare craftings of sorts.
Okay. Well, I suppose our best chances at having peaceable relations and negotiations with this woman is to give her something that is rare and exotic and useful. So I think that if we want to talk to her, then we're gonna have to go and get her some of these mushrooms, which probably involves either defeating some plant-based guardians or just, getting the things and running.
Yes, I remember that area being very dangerous. Vines grabbing me and everything. Just, no, not interested. I decided I don't need them.
Oh, it sounds like a good idea.
I mean, I'm willing to do this. Are you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Well
vines
then,
mean grabby things.
right.
So,
Alright, it'll take you a couple of days if you guys hurry on your horseback.
well, let me just see. Yes, I have grease. So, yeah. Okay. Do you know these vines? Both of you are knowledgeable in nature. Would you be
Uh,
able to spot them?
you think I'm knowledgeable in nature, and maybe
You know vines.
I
I don't
don't
know.
know
I mean,
much
I'll
about
try and
mushrooms.
see if I can spot them from this description. I'll keep
He
my eyes peeled for anything that looks like, yeah, a monster.
he doesn't describe it too well to you because he didn't see it. But Zoo is kind of thinking of a tendriculus. Culos. Tendriculus.
Okay.
Basic things that you might be able to, with the very little info you have and whatnot. Um, you think it might be that, which those are immune to acid, and they have regeneration, but bludgeoning or fire damage can prevent that. You also know that those kind of plants can paralyze and swallow things, and paralyze swallowed things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nasty plant things.
Nasty plants. This is why Secret hates plants. Swallow. You don't want to get swallowed by a plant. You just don't. Bad things happen. So yeah, you
Okay,
guys
well, we
can
have
risk
Grizzle to
it.
help us. So
What Grizzle is that we're gonna name him? Grizzle?
His name is Grizzle.
I guess so.
He's a
Grizzle's a
grizzled
better-
mercenary. I think they're just trying
As long
to
as he can
describe
tank it,
as
I think
rooftop.
we're fine.
Let's see, what does he have for armor? He has a potion of bark skin, alchemist fire, masterwork half plate.
Half plate. Okay.
Cloak of resistance +1, antitoxin, a sun rod. He has a flail,
Well-
morningstar, halberd, long spear, and javelins and kukris.
Since we have to go over here anyway,
Oh, he has Darhard too, and endurance.
should we explore the other side of the lake on our way?
Oh gosh, let me answer that question for you. Sure. There's just a couple of hexes that you really don't want to go if it's just you guys, but that's fine.
Well,
That's okay.
All right, well let's go then to the other side of the lake, and then we'll loop around to where the mushrooms are.
yeah.
All right, and we're off. So you guys travel a couple of days. Let me get my calendar out. We haven't done this for a while. It's February. Actually, it's February's over. It's March. Okay, so let's say you guys travel. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna Which hex are you gonna come through? I guess.
Don't mind me. I'm clicking buttons.
East of the Stag Lord.
Okay. And
Because
then down.
we don't have a way across the lake. That's the big thing,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to find a magical way to get us across. Maybe a boat that could be
boat.
folded up. Something we could put in our pocket.
Yeah.
Or maybe a token that magically turns into a giant swan.
Okay, so can I get perceptions from everybody?
That's one I can do.
Yay!
Sasha,
But you have
Getting
no
back to
great
Tasha's
Oh, that was
been-
before. I'm
perception.
sorry.
crafting so much that you just forgot how to look up again.
Well, we're exploring a new hex.
I got the
so
same
all
roll.
of my attention
You're
is
mapping
into
it
the
in.
map.
Not
and the journal.
Okay, now can I get a survival check from everybody?
Of course. I haven't forgotten how to survive in the wild, at least. Even if I have forgotten everything I knew about mushrooms.
Are there any situational bonuses you guys have for survival at all?
Zarky has some sort of favorite terrain, but I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
My
urban.
favorite terrain is urban. It's only when we're in
Okay.
city, in town. Which I thought would be useful, but turns out all the action's not really in town for the most part.
That's
We had the werewolf thing in town.
yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not your
I
fault
was
at all.
encouraging nature, I think, but I don't think you wanted that.
I just, thought urban sounded cool. I still think it is because in my head, like,
It still
I
can
move
be.
around our city, like no one can see me, and I leave no tracks or whatever. I navigate my way through the city super quickly and efficiently.
There's actually an archetype called Urban Ranger. that I was gonna play one of these days.
Yeah.
What are your favorite enemies?
Humans.
You should
Humanoid humans.
You get more soon, though, right?
at 5th level you should have got your second favorite enemy.
I might have. I don't remember. Yeah, Faye. Faye is my second favorite
Okay,
Oh,
enemy,
that's
it's a
right. Yeah.
good choice.
and it's +4. Whatever that means. It says +4 on it.
+4 to attack and damage.
Alright, so this lake is called Tuskwater.
Yeah.
So a 3-mile stretch of the Tuskwater shoreline rises up above the water below here, presenting a swath of a 40-foot high cliffs and limiting access to the water below. The cliff tops are
Okay.
thick with stinging nettles, but Zarky was able, while exploring the hex, was able to reveal a hidden trail that leads through the nettles and down a cliffside trail to a secluded pool 50 feet in diameter at the Tuskwater's edge. Do you guys
Oh, this is
go
a
there?
pleasant little pool.
The sneaky trail? Yeah, I'll take the sneaky trail.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Follow me, guys. When have I ever led you wrong?
Now that you guys are here, you're starting to recall one of the listings on the job board where fishermen used to come here. It was a traditionally good and quiet place to come, but recently an ill-tempered turtle has been ruining that experience.
Oh my god, the turtle. Where is he?
Now, some people believe this is just a legend that fishermen boast about, but a seemingly indestructible reptile that they named Old Crackjaw, that has supposedly attacked and killed dozens of fishermen and even caused no less than 5 boats to sink or flounder.
I found my new animal companion, guys.
Yeah, I think you can tame the turtle.
I'm gonna tame the turtle.
Alright, so you guys arrive. What do you do? I don't... Do you,
So-
I'm looking around for the turtle.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
I
perception.
rolled a 25.
You don't see the turtle right now.
Dang. I guess it shouldn't be that easy. What do turtles like to eat?
This lake is like fishermen come down here all the time.
No, this is...
And there's
Well,
boats.
it's part of the big lake, and yeah, you're just in this, like, little hidden clove of the water that I guess the turtle could easily hide in, but
No, yeah, but
yeah.
it sounds like there's boats. There's like a dock or something. There's boats we could take onto the
No,
lake.
there is no dock.
Okay.
A lot
Do
of
I know
this
what turtles like to
information
eat?
you're hearing, like, probably, like, has Tasha curious, actually. You're asking these questions. You're like, is there a dock? Like, boats, you know? And so maybe you're thinking that some of this stuff might be just tall tales after all. But then again, anybody can get a boat into a lake without a dock.
If they're willing to haul it 5 days from the city or build it themselves over here.
Or maybe they just make rafts, or maybe... Who knows? I
They
don't
put
know.
it on a
Okay.
carriage cart thing.
Unfortunately, the
put
information
wheels
you
on it.
gained was just, you know, stories people tell.
Hey, a wheeled boat.
Yeah. Secret, do I know what turtles like to eat?
Veggies?
I rolled a 22 knowledge nature. Veggies, okay. Looks like we need to go back to the the thing, the radish patch. Get some
Oh,
radishes.
Jesus.
uh,
You
I think I have some
it.
on my character sheet, but I'm pretty sure they've
This
gone
isn't
bad over the
Ark.
months
You
that
don't
we've
knock it
played.
out and put berries in its inventory. That's not how it works.
Oh.
But you also know that turtles aren't the size as people describe this thing.
I'm looking for tracks of the turtle. Do a survival maybe? Maybe
Okay.
a perception.
You
Looking for tracks.
don't really see any tracks, like, on land, but where the water meets the land and it's kind of muddy there, you do see some, for like a medium-sized turtle, some tracks, but it's mostly in the water, not on land. So it's kind of washing away as the water, brushes against it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that means it's pretty fresh if the water hasn't destroyed the tracks yet. So I'll
Right.
point out to the party, like, these tracks are super fresh, like within an hour. The turtle, it looks like it's some kind of medium, maybe reptilian creature.
That's pretty
Maybe a
big for,
turtle.
yeah, a turtle.
I want to capture him and train him up and have him be my royal steed, or not royal, my trusted steed. Or he could be your pet. What do you think of a pet turtle, Tasha?
I wanted the owl bear.
Oh, yeah,
Which
that
you
would have
guys
been nice.
completely neglected and forgot about.
We forgot.
Well,
Yeah.
I never forgot.
No, we set him free.
It's just
You guys actually.
No, didn't he die of starvation?
You guys threw food
he got
over
out.
his fence. Yeah, he got out. I let him.
Oh, he got out, so he's still out somewhere. So he's still out there.
Yes.
We can find him.
Mm-hmm.
I know what we should do. Okay, so we'll get the turtle, and then we'll get the owl bear. We'll hunt him down, and then we'll train him up. And we're gonna have a royal menagerie.
Ugh.
well, I was gonna say we need to build a zoo then.
Yes.
I know somewhere you can do that. Just start at the fort. Turn the fort into a zoo.
Yep. It already has a cage for the owl bear.
It'll attract people more into the center of the map, and then you can start building cities closer to the lake.
We'll build a city around the zoo. It's perfect. Anyways,
And then you're gonna get vegan
so I see
protesters.
tracks.
Woohoo.
We're not killing the animals.
Vegans don't
And
believe
eating
in
'em.
caging.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's rude. Do you want to be caged?
I mean, do they want the owl bear running around?
If it's not harming anything.
Okay.
Anyways, dreams of
Is your goal
royal menagerie.
actually to try and capture this turtle?
I think it would be really cool to do it, but I don't want to be like,
Okay.
hey guys, don't
No.
don't kill the turtle if it's gonna kill us.
The reason I ask is, if that is the case, then we shouldn't. We should leave it for now, because we have no way of transporting it, nowhere to put it.
Oh.
But I can charm him to like me, and he'll just follow us. I think.
I looked at zoo. Is that how charm works?
I tell him, I tell you, well, by charm, do you mean through magic?
Yeah. I have a way with animals.
Well, magic can be used to influence the mind of a creature.
I
It
can't
would
do it with
make it-
people, but
I think
Animals, I
well,
can
see,
make
that's the
them my
funny thing is
friend
that
for a
I
time.
can do that with people. I just haven't really done it in a long time.
Zarky's thinking like, wait, have I been charmed this whole time? No, I don't think so.
It's a very Faye thing to do, to force somebody to like you.
Yeah, well, I
But
learned
it
how to
has
do
its
it with
uses.
animals.
Well, having it
Whenever I was
be
working with
friendly
Davy
towards us
Crockett,
would be good, as long as you can get it to, like, not scare off the fishermen, because I think that's what they were complaining about.
well, if he
They
comes
just
back with
want
us and
it to
then
not be a
we
problem.
train him up, then he won't be bothering the fishermen.
Well, further
I'll
to that, the
domesticate
stories
him.
actually say that it's been killing fishermen, although I'm not sure how much stock to put in those stories.
Wild animals kill all sorts of people. That's why we have to tame it.
Mm-hmm.
If it can't be tamed, then we can kill it.
Well, I tell Zarky that will actually require a lot more work than just charming it, because it'll only regard you as, someone to be friendly towards.
Then keep your distance until I train him up. I'll keep him in a cage or something, and I'll train him every day until he can be trusted to handle himself around humans.
All right, I mean, if that's what you want to do, then sure.
Yeah, the whole Davy Crockett thing kind of, I don't know, maybe, but I think I'd rather have a pet giant turtle. That sounds awesome.
Well, what is
Probably
your
not even a
plan,
turtle,
Zarky?
but
Since this seems to
well,
be your goal here,
well,
your
he
project.
clearly the turtle's been here recently. We can tell from these tracks. I
Okay.
don't know why. What I don't know what about this area he likes. Maybe his home's nearby, his little wherever he sleeps or something. I don't know how turtles work.
Neither do I.
So
I have no knowledge nature.
maybe he'll come back. Maybe we need to set up a trap.
I lied.
Whoa. Don't lie.
What?
I do have a knowledge nature.
Oh,
I put a point into
Hey,
it.
hey. Because I keep
I
asking.
learned something from Zoo. But I still
what
don't
if
know
we
anything
build
about
a
elves.
what if we build a wooden cage and have it be like a stick fall trap where the turtle bumps into the stick, the cage falls on top of him?
Oh, God.
How big is this turtle?
What do I
Medium.
think? Secret, medium size, so like
Your size. Well, bigger
a
than
pretty
you.
large giant turtle.
Something you can ride. Well, something Zarky can
It's
ride.
bigger than me, or yeah, it's something. It's at least it's something I could ride. It's big, like not maybe not as tall as you, but definitely as wide and yeah. It's a
You can
giant turtle.
slowly charge into battle. Slowly.
Well, he won't be a battle like steed. I'm not gonna ride him probably, but it never hurts to have some kind of vicious, like imagine a vicious snapping
Okay.
turtle at my side.
Are you skilled at crafting traps?
Plus, I can hide
Because
behind his shell.
I can assist you.
Did
I
you drop trap?
don't think I'm skilled at crafting traps. I'm not skilled at crafting traps at all.
Okay.
That's why I was kind of hoping you'd help out with all your carpentry experience.
Well, I can build stuff. I've never really given any thought to actually crafting traps before. I, to be honest, I'm interested in the challenge. It's just I've never done it. I've never thought about it.
Well, I've always made some like small snares and things for catching food in the wild. I've never tried to capture anything this big, but the same concept should still apply. We just need a lot more material to make the trap. Oh, I rolled a nat 20 on my survival. That's
What are
a
you trying to
survival
do?
for my knowledge of making small traps, just to see like, can I figure
Do
out
you
like what
have
I normally
trap
do for
making?
small traps to catch game. No, no, no. I'm not actually gonna make it. It's gonna be Tasha, but I need to kind of plan out what the trap would be like. So I'm thinking about like the traps I make for catching small game, and I want to upscale that to be big.
Okay. Um,
So hopefully I can
I
explain
will.
maybe what a normal like stick fall kind of trap would look like, where you have like this big wooden cage. In this case, it'll be a big wooden cage with like a stick holding it up, and you put bait under it, and then the creature, in this case we think it's a turtle, will crawl into it. Its shell or something will bump the stick, and then the cage will fall on it.
I will do my best, but it will take time.
So
So
we
we'll have to
need
be
to
here for a while.
collect wood. It may take all night, like we may have to work and then finish it and set it up tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna like cut down some trees and get some branches, and yeah, we're gonna need
You
some
know,
pretty
wood
heavy
might not
wood.
be strong enough for a medium-sized turtle. It might just like snap right through the wood.
Do you
I
have
think
a
you want
better
something
idea of what we
hard,
can make it out
metal.
of? I don't
I think you want like
have any metal here.
a steel cage or something.
Well, if we went back to town, we could commission a steel or an iron cage.
I think we should use that if all we need is to trap him momentarily so I can charm him. And then once he's back in town, we should definitely get a steel cage built for him, so that he's always locked up at night and such.
Okay.
But if we can just hold him for even a short duration while I can work my magic on him, that might be good enough.
Would you be able to stable him outside of town?
Sure.
Because if anything goes wrong, I wouldn't want him rampaging around in the city.
Yeah, I can. Why don't we build like the beginnings of a zoo or something? Just a couple little pens, and we can build one for your owl bear, and we can build one for my turtle.
This is a nice beach.
It is
Well,
a
let's
very
take it
nice
one step
beach.
at a time. Let's just focus on trapping
Okay,
or
let's
caging the turtle.
Okay.
let's see if I can charm him. It might not work. I don't know. I've never tried to charm something that's bigger than me.
Well, then Tasha takes out her awl tool and twists the knobs and twiddles the buttons until it is a nice little hatchet and begins collecting
Are we doing that
wood.
right now?
Yeah.
I thought that was
I don't know what else
we
we'd
were
do right now.
discussing.
Zarky's thinking he knows
Go to the mushrooms.
it's here now. So he's
Oh,
like,
it's here
I wanna
now?
get it. Well, I mean, you saw the
Yeah, yeah.
tracks are fresh. So
Okay,
Zarky's
okay. You don't mean I
obviously-
see it like in person. We just
No,
know it's
no.
nearby.
No, I'm just telling
Okay.
Matt because of his response.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Wow.
we think he's close. So let's get ready as soon as possible.
But if you don't think he's
Hold
going
it, hold it.
anywhere, you can always come back.
Because once we have the turtle, we're not going to the mushrooms after that, right?
Sure we can. I'll keep him. You know, he'll be here and friendly. My charm should last hours. We'll have plenty
That's
of time.
all?
Well, I can do it twice. Or we could
Okay,
always knock the
well-
turtle out.
Then we would have to carry it.
Oh yeah, so let's not do that. I should be able to have him charmed for about 10 hours. So if we get him somewhere safe by then, or he can't do any damage, then that's good. We have time to get your mushrooms, I think. This sounds like
What
a
do you-
recipe for disaster, by the way. Out of character.
What do you think,
This
Zoo?
sounds like...
I think maybe it would be better, since we know it's here, to prepare properly to give us the best chance of successfully completing your plan, which would need the proper
Okay.
equipment.
I think we do kind of need a cage for him to go into, because I can't maintain my charm forever. Something we
If he
can trust
frequents
not to
this
break.
beach, then yes, let's come back with all the proper equipment rather than trying to make some ad hoc.
Yeah, well, the rumors have always been around this beach, or this area, so I think he stays around here. So yeah, let's come back with...
I mean, unless
metal
this thing
cage.
is enough hit dice that I can just knock it out with color spray.
Yeah,
Then,
I
yeah.
have no idea how powerful it is.
Yeah, no idea. It's a giant turtle. It's probably has some kind of resistance to magic
Well,
also.
without metagaming it, thinking that it's going to be an encounter appropriate for certain level characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game master is
But right
telling
now,
you that
if-
if you want to take this turtle on, you can.
But it sounds like Zarky wants to capture it, and that's a whole different shebang.
Well, you're gonna have to take
Oh,
it
yeah.
on regardless. That's what I mean. Is however you approach it, you guys are more than
Yeah.
capable.
Yeah, we just need to have like a cage or something ready to put it in.
Okay.
Perhaps.
So we'll deal with
Or
the
we go
witch.
if we get the mushrooms and then we come here afterwards on the way back, then I can charm him and then he'll walk with us for 10 hours. That's long enough to get back home, right?
Huh?
That doesn't even cross one hex.
No, like it's gonna take you several days to
To
get home.
explore a hex is one day, but to go through it is much less.
It's like half a day.
Okay.
You'd have to travel at night
Like,
if you.
Yeah, we need a cage then, because we need to lock him up at night. We can travel during the day, and I can charm him for 10 hours or so, but then we have to lock him up.
okay.
Unless,
Well, like I said,
maybe he'll cooperate. I don't know. Like, maybe if we feed him and stuff, he'll... Oops. Maybe if we feed him and stuff, then he'll go along with us. I don't know. We should probably get
Well-
some kind of carriage or cart with a cage on it, though. Like you transport
Right.
slaves in.
that's an
Not that we're
interesting,
starting slavery again. I definitely didn't go back to the guy and want to start slavery. I'm done with that. Did I ever tell you that's
Okay.
what that was? The magical being down there tried to make me start slavery. He put a spell on me or something.
Oh, I don't remember you
The
mentioned
one who gave me
anything
this
about
bow.
that. I didn't
Yeah.
even know you were trying to start slavery.
That's with the kobolds, and we're trying to make them work the mines for us.
But we were just trying to
Surely I
make
told you
compromise.
this. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would have told you whenever the spell ran off and I was now myself. That I was just being
This
mind
is
controlled by that thing.
this is the first that I'm hearing of it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I guess so much has gone on, I just assumed you knew. I never
Well,
mentioned it, huh?
if that's the case, then we should probably go deal with that thing before it causes
Oh
other
no, it's
people to.
fine. It gave me this bow. Why don't we see if it has any other cool items?
Okay, let's deal with the witch first.
Yeah.
We're going to go back. We're going to get a metal cage and the proper equipment to capture the turtle. But right
Right.
now, we're going to
Okay, the
go
witch.
talk to the witch.
Let's do it. Did we bring her a... Oh no, we're gonna get the mushrooms, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's why we're here.
Okay, let's get the mushrooms.
Okay.
So we're going to the mushroom place.
Correct.
Continue heading to the mushrooms.
Okay. So you guys spend the whole day exploring this hex and then move on to the next hex for the mushroom?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. I'll make a thing for that later. But for now,
Yeah.
you guys know what it is.
Turtle's over there.
Turtle over there. Okay.
Turtle.
So the next day, go ahead and roll perception. Um, okay. Uh, a strange 20-foot wide pool of bubbling mud sits in a narrow defile between several hills here. Um,
You bubbling mud.
Yeah, why is it
Yeah.
bubbling?
you have knowledge, what would that be, like a geography? Or
Oh,
I guess.
I do.
Yep. That -1 int.
Okay. The mud is heated by geothermal activity, and although it's not hot enough to cause damage, the foul-smelling vapor it gives off forces anyone within 60 feet of it to potentially fall ill or sick.
Oh, be careful. Toxic gases.
Yep, let's avoid that.
And apparently we're on a fault
Let me
line.
guess, that's
good
where
to
the
know.
mushrooms are?
You think that's where the mushrooms are?
Okay.
Because he said mud. And this is the only mud.
Don't
you
forget
found.
there's weird plants down here too.
Yes, you do see plants everywhere. You see mossy rocks, mounds, stuff all over. So, I guess the Game Master's question is do you get within 60 feet of the mud?
We will, but not.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go first and, get down and dirty.
Oh, 1 sec. 1 second.
I'll wait till Tasha and Zoo are ready.
I'm assuming you're gonna get off your horses and all that fun stuff too, so.
I'll leave the horses
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Do... Hey, this place looks familiar.
I say I've seen this one before.
You know me.
It
One
fits.
map
Okay,
for
I-
all. No, I'm kidding. I'm really tired of these maps. They're so generic.
I will drink an antitoxin.
Okay.
Oh boy. Is that something I should have?
Only if you were prepared.
Never.
You know what? Winston's gonna drink his too now that he sees you doing that. He's like, "We're going in there? Okay, boss."
All right.
Oh,
Yep,
he has
I'll
an
drink mine
antitoxin
as well.
food.
Wait, you guys all have...
Yeah, I
Well,
I got it at some point.
Because right at
Whatever.
the beginning, we were going up against spiders, and so we stocked up on antitoxin.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Yep, I'll
Well,
drink
don't
mine.
worry guys. I got this.
Well, I will then cast flame arrows on Zarky's bow
Oh boy. Or on my quiver. Yeah.
on your arrows.
You probably have like 20. The rest are all on my donkey.
How many arrows do you shoot in a round?
I mean, I keep 20 in my quiver at a time, and I keep an extra like 80 on my donkey at all times. With some being silver, some of them are animal bane. I only have a few of those. I keep a lot of
Okay.
arrows.
Well, why don't you carry, let's say, 30 this time, just to be sure.
Alright, I'll carry 30
don't
in my
run out.
quiver. Yeah.
Here.
It's fuller than normal, but that's okay.
Okay. Are you guys prepared to step into within 60 feet?
Sure.
Roll me fortitude saves.
Well, they have antitoxins.
That just gives you a bonus.
That's only against poisons. This is not a poison.
It's poisonous gas.
No. I don't know actually about that. Hold on. It doesn't say that.
The plants that are going to attack us are probably poisonous, even if the gas isn't.
Oh, that's
Wow.
for sure.
So, it's not like it's going to be wasted. Oh, wow.
It just says noxious air. Yeah, so this isn't actually counting as a poison effect per se. However, that +5 is going to be nice for you later. So what, a 15 then, a 17, and a 23? Or, yeah.
Or did they include the +5 in their roll or not?
I
It
did.
looks
They
like
did.
it, yeah.
She's
Okay.
So luckily you guys all save, or else you would have been nauseated for 2d6 rounds. Now,
Oh boy.
you guys move in closer, and moving on to your perceptions, you all see this mound that kind of looks like a moss-covered rock, but you're all pretty convinced that that's not a rock.
Do I see the mushrooms?
No, but you know by Boken's descriptions that the mushrooms are gonna be in the mud. Or like around the edges of the mud, basically.
I thought, weren't they like really tall mushrooms?
7 inches or 8 inches, something like that.
Pretty tall.
Move you
Okay.
guys a little bit closer because you step.
We'll have to get closer.
Noxious.
Okay. Where do we see that weird mossy rock?
Is it that rock down at the bottom there?
It looks huge.
Oh, okay.
Where do we
So
see
it's a
this
huge rock.
huge mossy rock?
Where are the arrows pointing? Are you looking at the right map?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to toss an arrow at the rock, just to be sure?
Toss or shoot?
Shoot.
Yeah, I'll shoot the rock. I don't think it's a rock though.
I don't think it is either.
Okay. Are you
Okay, I'm gonna
at it?
shoot an arrow at the rock. I'm gonna
Does
get a
anybody
good
else
angle
want
over
to
here
take a
first.
surprise action as well?
I need to see what happens first.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiatives. Because this is no rock.
My initiative rocks though. I've
I just
rolled
wanna
2
put
nat 1
invisibility
so
on
far
myself.
this session.
Okay, that's fine. Oh man. Okay,
That's a weird, ugly-looking plant thing. It has mushrooms growing out of its head.
let's see. Halberds are... They're not reach weapons, are they?
No, they're not.
Mm,
He's gonna pull
Okay.
his long spear. Winston.
Churchill?
Is that what you want his last name to be? He doesn't really look like a
Church
Churchill,
Mountain.
but...
Steeple Mountain.
Yeah, Winston Steeple Mountain.
Shrine Valley.
Okay, so go ahead and do your surprise action.
Okay, and I'm going to attack with the fire arrows, so let's attack.
Are you
boy.
in point blank? You're not. I'm gonna turn that off.
No.
We don't want to be that close.
Where do I do my things? I don't remember.
Don't worry about it right now. Okay, so you miss. Zoo put invisibility on himself. What did Tasha do for a surprise?
Oh, this is what I'm going to do.
Actually,
Probably done it before, but that's fine.
Winston might actually like pull out javelin and throw javelin at it for a surprise.
Oh, Dex, thanks.
Wait, what's the range of javelins? Is that just 20 or?
30 feet, I think.
So just one penalty then? You can do that.
Yeah.
You can power attack javelins or no? No, it's ranged technically.
Yeah, there's another feat for power attacking with ranged. It's called something else, though.
Deadly aim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that.
Okay, he misses as well. So he has 3 javelins
Okay.
now.
So much for our surprise round.
Alright, so this plant, after like things, get thrown at it and whisk by it, It actually
Runs away.
you didn't roll against its flat-footed. Oh yeah, you still wait. No, I'm looking at the wrong guy. You would have missed
I did not.
Winston. Oh yeah, you still miss. Okay.
15 still missed, dang.
Yeah. This
Or 14 without point blank.
immense monster stands nearly 25 feet high when it lurches into life. And I guess we get to start in official rounds now. And this is a knowledge nature now that you see it in its entirety. Winston's
See if I can roll a
going
third nat
to-
one.
It's still flat-footed, so he's gonna pull out another javelin and throw it. And still misses. He says, assuming that we're attacking it, you want it dead then. So he's gonna move forward.
Oh god.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't play fighters foolishly, by the way, guys. So, Tasha.
Okay. Here we go.
What is this gonna be?
Is everybody ready?
Always ready.
What are you gonna do
Make
to
sure I got the
me?
right people.
I'm not sure if I'm ready.
Am I on the combat tracker?
Winston heard you guys like to use magic.
There it is. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got everybody targeted. Excellent. This is why I needed Zarky to have more arrows.
Ah. But, okay.
But what?
No, I get 2 attacks, right? That's how that works?
Do you have rapid shot?
Are we hasted? Yay!
No, I don't think so.
Does haste
Oh,
is
I don't have
hasted
rapid
a
shot.
thing on the list?
I
I know
I don't
slow
have
is, but
rapid
I don't
shot.
think haste is.
Oh,
I think you need to use the code for that.
Okay.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, helpless, I, incorporeal. Yeah, there's no haste. Or fast. I guess.
Okay, well, for the time being, you're getting +1 to hit, +1 to your armor class, and +1 to your reflex save if it's relevant.
Oh, we don't have a haste code in here yet? Oh.
And an extra attack if you full attack.
Yes. Which is, and your speed goes up by +30 or double your current speed, whichever is lower. Oh, Zoo went invisible, right?
Yeah, you might not be able to see me.
So I
Wait, is
couldn't have
AC's
targeted you,
2,
yes.
right? Or is that just 1? It's just 1.
1.
So AC damage and attack.
Not damage.
Oh, not damage.
Reflex save +1.
Oh, that's it, reflex. Okay, there is a code. Okay, so, and do you move or you did move?
I'll move there.
Okay, just leave your
By the way,
haste
I'm
thing
probably
on
gonna have to
since it
go
has
in
the
like an
timer.
hour.
That's fine, this shouldn't take too long.
Cool. Yeah, heads up.
Okay, this creature is going to move forward and attack Winston. As you
Winston
hired
Steeple
him for
Mountain?
this. because it moved more than 5 feet, it can only single attack. It is going to... let me make sure I check my reach rules. Okay, yep. It's going to bite Winston. Looks like he hits. It's a he now. This thing. Does some damage. It's gonna try to grapple.
I was expecting the crit to just one-shot Winston.
He grapples. Winston is now grappled by this thing's mouth.
Oh boy. I don't want to get anywhere near that thing. This does not look fun.
Plants. Secret don't like them. Okay, who rolled the knowledge? Who was that?
I did, but I'm not there yet. Not my turn.
Are you the only one? Okay, 20. Okay. Zoo?
I would like to knowledge it.
Okay. Yep, this is exactly what you thought it was by Boken's description. You know that this thing has regeneration. Bludgeoning or fire will stop it. It is immune to acid. It has plant traits, so it doesn't have a mind, you know, things like that. It grabs and paralyzes. It can swallow.
Oh boy.
Wait, did I not do the let me check that.
I want to make a plant character.
Oh my god. You just need the game master. That's all. Oh, okay. I see that. Okay. Yeah, so it can paralyze if it swallows you.
Okay.
If you want a more
Does it
lovely
have any
picture.
other extra senses? Like blind sense or tremor sense?
Nope, you think it just can see in low light,
That is one fugly plant.
isn't it?
If only we didn't have Winston grappled then, I think I could probably just harvest the mushrooms while invisible. And we wouldn't have to fight this thing.
It's okay. Winston's the distraction.
Yeah, but now like we're kind of responsible for him.
I'll shoot some fire arrows at him. He'll drop Winston.
But it seems like the mushrooms are like somewhere in here.
You don't see the mushrooms. You'll have to get closer.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do then.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell us before you leave and be like, I'm gonna get the mushrooms, just keep it busy.
I'll let you guys know that I'm gonna try and find the mushrooms. And I'm gonna move over here into like the mud where it seems like these mushrooms are.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to roll a perception?
Yeah.
It's not going to require a move action for this perception, but this is just to indicate that you're looking down.
Yeah.
Right now, you actually don't see any mushrooms where you went.
Okay. Then that's my turn.
Okay. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sarky.
Oh yeah, and I yelled back to him to like, it heals, use fire.
I'm gonna 5-foot step. I think hopefully it puts me within 30 feet for point blank.
Nope.
No, okay, I'll 5-foot step down here instead then.
Okay. Alright, let me turn that on.
Okay. And then I'm going to full round attack it. So I think I get 2 shots since I have haste.
2 shots. Yeah.
And they're both the same attack modifier.
When do you get 2 shots? as a ranger.
For real, it's
6.
next level, 6th level.
So close.
I know. So shot 1
All right, you hit. Because the
and
creature's
shot
grappled.
2. I don't know if
You
I
hit.
should do them that way or. Alright, and then the damages.
This is your
That's the
fire
first
hero.
one, and this is the second one. Yeah.
Nice. It looks like you're
You can
doing a
see the-
lot of damage to this thing.
So it's 4 fire and 6 fire, I think. I think those are the fire dice. I don't know.
It's amazing the regen thing works. Once he did fire damage, it switched it to skip. So it won't regen
That's
on its
nice.
next
Wow.
turn. Yeah.
That's
It's also good to know that it's
Crazy.
immune to acid before I start trying to use that on it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's round 1. Round 2.
so Zarky feels great. He's never shot and done that much damage in one turn before. He's moving faster than he's ever moved before.
Winston is going to. Let's see. Does he have escape artist? No. Okay. Winston's going to attempt to escape this grapple. He fails.
Well, he's doing such a good job of keeping the plant's AC down. I kind of like him there.
I'm sure the plant can re-grapple him at any time.
Hang in there, Winston. I'll keep shooting him while you keep him there. Just don't move.
Oh, there you go.
As I'm precise shotting or all around him.
Tasha smothers Winston with grease.
Yeah.
Oh no!
What is that going to give him?
Oh, wait, no,
This
that's
is
good.
really good for
Oh, that's good.
getting
That's good. That's
to
good.
escape.
Never mind.
He gets plus
Grease him
10
up.
versus grapples.
Does he need to make an immediate check to hold on to it now, like it's a weapon, or like that weapon roll?
No,
No. Okay.
no. It's just whenever he gets plus 10 to his CMD versus
Yeah, his CMD
grapples.
is
Okay.
higher by 10.
Gotcha.
Technically, my arrows should light the grease on fire, right?
This grease is not flammable.
This is
Oh.
Specifies that in the spell.
This is Pathfinder, not reality.
Not all grease is flammable.
Really? I thought this was reality.
I mean,
I'm not actually Zarky. Oh.
Yeah.
The grease
I'm
conjured
glad you're
by
getting
the spell
attached, though.
grease is a non-flammable lubricant.
I like
Yeah, they
Zarky.
say
I just
that you technically
wish we
can't
could
just
progress the story
fireball
more.
a wooden building and have it catch fire. Technically, you can't do that in Pathfinder.
That's right.
Why not?
Right? It's a spell slot, goddammit. I should be able to attack what I want.
It's magic. That's
I
pretty
mean,
much
there's
stupid.
plenty of fire magic, like spark.
Well, I mean, carry some flasks of oil around.
Yes.
That will catch.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put
Too bad I don't know how to shoot
10
fire.
and see if this thing calculates it.
Craft some
Okay.
arrows that have reservoir tips that have oil in it.
Alright, so I get my 5 for maintaining. So let's go ahead and maintain this grapple. Yeah, I added the... Yeah, it added the defensive... Yeah. It's got the grapple, the haste, and the CMD plus 10. Okay, no, this thing still gets him. So that means I get to swallow. So he begins to swallow Winston. So a couple of things are gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And then Winston's gonna take some acid damage while he goes in there. And then Winston's also going to make a save as the acid getting on him can paralyze. Winston is not paralyzed.
I'm already counting Winston as dead.
If somebody knows off the top of their head, when the creature has something swallowed, is it technically still in the grappled condition?
It's not grappled anymore.
No.
It's not grappled anymore, okay. But Winston is. Okay, that's its turn. Winston is now in there. It was probably a horrifying thing you've ever seen, Zerk.
Oh boy.
Alright, Zoo.
I'm gonna look around for the mushrooms again.
Okay.
Oh my god, Winston just gets swallowed. He's looking for mushrooms.
Alright, Zoo, this
Yeah, I
time
mean-
you know where these mushrooms are, and they're right
I'm not saying you're doing
underneath
the
this
wrong
plant.
thing.
They're right under the plant.
Under the plant monster.
Yes.
Which
In
idiot did that?
fact, you think that this plant is also destroying these mushrooms that you wanted to collect
Oh
as it's
boy.
moving around while battle has begun. There are still many mushrooms, but the longer it stays there, the more will be destroyed.
Zarky will kill it next round.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Get a crit or something. Get some rapid shot, maybe. One of these days, get rapid shot.
I'd need like 10 feats right now. It's really great.
Should have just played a war priest with
Even
the bow.
with combat style, it's not enough. I should have played a fighter with a bow.
No, war priests with a bow do redonkulous damage. It's ridiculous.
I just made a war priest in Pluto's game, so I'm probably not gonna make another one for a while.
Yeah.
We'll see though. War priest is pretty
I'm gonna
dope.
create a silent image
Okay.
of another one of Winston at this location.
Oh boy!
Let's see. Do plant
Right
plant
in
traits? Do
my
you
line
know
of
whether or
sight.
not- let's go look at plant traits really quick. Because you
This
know
isn't gonna. This isn't going to protect it against figments. Plants are entirely susceptible to figments. Plants are only immune to mind-affecting charms, compulsions, moral effects, patterns, and phantasms. A figment is not any one of those.
So instead, you're blocking my line of fire.
No, your line of fire isn't blocked at all.
Do I know it's fake?
Well, it just appeared right in front of you.
Okay.
And you know I have the ability to create illusions.
To make visions, yeah.
Yep, that's
Okay.
true. It doesn't say illusions. It's more specific than that. So technically, you could. Where do you want to put this?
Well, yeah, because it's fooling
duplicate
it by
Winston?
sight.
Right in front of me.
Zarky.
Oh, okay, right there. Okay, all right.
So I just see this thing appear in front of me.
Mm-hmm. You see Ben appear in front of you.
I thought it was Winston.
It's just another
Oh,
Winston.
Winston. I mean, yeah. Sorry.
I'm like, that can't be the real Winston. The real
I'm
Winston
gonna
swallowed.
I'm just giving the plant something familiar that it knows is hostile or that it wants to eat.
It's like, are they twins? There's two of them.
Right, Zerky.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the plant. And I can shoot through the illusion, or maybe I'll just like 5-foot step over here, shoot around him.
You can shoot through it. It's not physically there.
You can just shoot through it.
It's like a hologram in a
Okay.
way.
Then
And you
I'm
probably
going
know that
to.
it's just an illusion.
Yeah. I'm going to attack the plant. Twice. Full round. More fire arrows. Die, plant, die.
Oh,
There's the
there it
threat.
is! There it is!
Crit? Crit, crit?
All right.
Wait, did I screw up the damage
Yes.
by doing it
They're not
one at a
immune
time?
to crit.
No. It knows what to do. Just roll your damage.
Wait, which one's the fire? It's this one. Okay.
There's your crit
The fire.
and your non-crit. It knows not to do it.
The-
It knows not to do it.
It looks
did,
like it
though.
did it.
See how it didn't crit the fire if you look at the code real closely?
I mean, there's 4 dice when there should be 3 dice.
No, the type fire 1d6.
That's because your
plus
bow
3 didn't
is
crit.
times 3.
Yeah. So whenever you make a
Ah.
code and you say like an element in your thing, it will not crit the element. Because I
The correct
coded
number
it
of
for you.
d6s is 4.
Why are there some dice that are
Okay.
green?
That means that's
Those are the crit dice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
those are the crit
two
dice.
are
So
the
the
crit
the
dice.
3 is the no, the 6 is the fire maybe, or
Yes.
one of the 3
Yeah,
or the
you're
6
right.
is the fire, and then the rest are dice. I see.
right.
It did it correctly, yeah.
How do you know which one's the fire damage?
It says
Oh,
it in
equals
the
6.
code.
I see. I see. Okay, yeah, this all makes sense now. Cool. So I
you
did
almost-
6 fire damage
Almost
plus
killed
a
it.
shit
One-
ton more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost dead.
Yeah.
If I rolled higher on my second damage,
Yep. You got this. Ben can live. He's fine for another couple of rounds.
You can attack it.
Winston,
too.
I mean Winston. Yeah, now that he's in there, he can attack and try to break out of the belly. That's the only good thing about being swallowed by a plant or anything in general is you can generally try to break out. However, he doesn't. Well, I had him throw a javelin last, and so he doesn't have a weapon right now.
Didn't he pull one out again?
No. It was his last turn was move up and then throw a javelin. So he
Probably
moved
blood
and
a
then
dagger.
threw the javelin. Yeah. And he hadn't had a turn yet to he's been grappled. I don't think you can pull out a weapon while you're grappled, can you? In a belly?
He's not grappled anymore.
Says who?
Oh,
I don't know how swallow works. But I saw Hercules do it. He was swallowed by the Hydra and pulled out a sword.
Yeah, it's just a matter of whether or not he's in certain conditions. I'm gonna pull it up here in a second.
Okay, a swallowed creature keeps the grappled condition, while the creature that did swallowing does not. A swallowed creature can try to cut its way free with any light or slashing, piercing weapon. But just because he's grappled doesn't mean he can't draw a weapon. He still can.
Okay. So in a
He
normal
just can't take any
situation,
action that
if you're
requires both
grappled,
hands.
you still can withdraw a weapon.
You can still draw a weapon while you're grappled.
Okay. Okay, then that's what
You
he'll
just
do.
can't- Yeah, you just can't draw a weapon that's two-handed and swing it because it requires both hands.
He'll pull out the cold iron. No, I guess the halberd.
Halberd's two-handed.
yeah, he can't do
Oh,
it.
okay. I just can't envision him swinging a flail, so I guess either the Morningstar
How about a
or
dagger?
the Kukri.
Yeah, Kukri's
Kukri
fine.
would be
Yeah,
fine.
let's just do the Kukri. Okay, he's gonna pull that out and attack. Yeah, he's hasty. He can multi-attack.
Yeah, there's a couple of small oddities with the way certain rules work. I know we were playing an underwater section of campaign, and somebody pulled out he does a lot of shield bashing. So, shield bashing with a normal shield, he gets all the underwater penalties, but because he had an armored spike on it, it turned it into a piercing weapon, and suddenly all the penalties disappear. Which was weird.
Yep. spikes are good. Because he had to use a move action to pull out his weapon, he can't full round, can he? Because he's not moving.
That's
No, he's only
Unless
going
he
to
has
get a
quick
standard.
draw.
Okay.
Does he have quick draw?
Quick draw is
No.
the greatest feat.
It's a very good feat, and it's very underrated.
No, this guy is diehard
I use
endurance,
it all
power
the
attack,
time.
and toughness. So, oh, he hits though.
You can power attack.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah.
It might have less AC because the armor class is different for the interior of a creature, but he hit anyway.
Yeah, he has a different AC and HP, so I'm untargeting him so I can get it correct.
Stab.
Yeah, he's stabbing out of it right now, but he's still in it. But you guys see a kukri kind of like cut out of a portion of its belly. Tasha?
Darn, it's immune to fire. Acid.
Mm-hmm. Fire good, acid bad.
Okay, well, guess let's just shot that.
I miss Baba Yaga's garden. Oh man, that place.
It's a pretty cool zone.
It is. I mean, it's plants. Oh, jeez. Not much.
Okay,
Can you dazzle these things?
It's dazzled though.
it has eyes.
It has some kind of sight, so yeah, it can be dazzled.
Okay. Let's see. Winston's gonna take... It doesn't have to maintain grapple anymore because it's not grappling
It's not
No.
grappled.
Yeah,
So
as long
Winston's
as
just
it's in
gonna
its belly,
take-
it'll take damage.
the damage, and then it can take actions now, right? It can do other things.
That is correct.
Yeah.
In fact,
I wanna
think
make a
because
character
of its
that
size,
swallows.
it could swallow more stuff. So it's gonna move up to... Well, shit, do I even need to move? No, I don't. It's going to full round the illusion. And I'm gonna also do Ben's damage. So Ben take... God, why do I keep calling him Ben? Jeez. Okay, Winston takes more damage. And he has to make a fortitude again. He is... Uh-oh. Whoop. Winston's paralyzed.
Okay.
Okay. Is dazzle just penalties, right?
Yeah.
Penalty to hit.
Okay. It's gonna make the will save as it's interacting with the other Winston. 20, it disbelieves.
Yeah.
And that's its turn. Actually, that's not its turn. It's gonna move 5 feet forward. Because it tried to full round it. But it's gonna move 5 feet forward
Yeah.
so that it's closer to Zarky.
Oh boy, that's what I like to hear.
It's coming. Alright, Zoo?
Well, it looks pretty injured. Maybe we can just kill it. We probably should.
You get the flat-footed on it. Not that
Yeah, I'm trying
you
to
think
figure
that
out what
matters. Actually, you think it's flat-footed is
what
probably
would work
its AC.
well.
This thing has a lot of natural armor.
Well, touch would be what I want to do against it, but
Yes.
what can
Very
I
much
do
so.
that would do some damage right now?
You have your fireworks, right?
I do have firework. Do a little bit of damage.
And we know that fire works against them.
Couldn't go a day without Zadurian.
That's probably what I'll
pulling
have
that
to
out.
do. But I need to do it from a safe distance. So I'll move over here. And I'll cast Snapdragon Fireworks.
Okay, you do that, and looks like it failed its save.
Yeah, that's my turn.
And oh, I should have turned its ID on because you know what it is. It's dazzled again. It's dazzled. Lots of dazzling.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
They
All
don't
right.
stack, but yeah.
I know. The system knows too. But if one falls off sooner than the other, then one still is in effect. Zarky?
Yeah, let's attack.
You
Seems like a
got
good
this.
strat.
You haven't missed it yet.
I did on the surprise round
Well, okay.
whenever it was flat-footed.
That's because you
let's
still
see.
thought it was a rock. You weren't sure. Zoo was like,
Hit.
it's a plan. You're like, it's a rock.
Miss. So I get 1 damages.
There you
6.
go.
Oh, dying!
Yay.
Take that, stupid plant.
The plant is dying. I'm sure you guys will help Winston out.
Yeah, we're gonna extricate, our mercenary or our
Sure, I
guard
suppose.
from the belly.
Alright, as you guys, like, cut Winston out, he's, like, paralyzed for up to 9 rounds. But eventually he comes to as, he notices what happened.
Ooh.
Do we have any healing for him?
Not really. I
Yes.
mean, maybe I do, but not that I want to give him, if I should say.
How
potion
injured
of-
does he look?
I give him a potion to cure light wounds.
He
Okay.
says he has his own potions. It's fine.
No, I insist.
Very well then.
He heals back 5.
Okay.
Yay.
He says, well, I hope you get what you came for. Did you find it?
I say I found them, and I'm gonna head over to them and begin collecting.
Okay. Let's see how many rounds went by. 3? Alrighty. Each round, the fight continues. Okay, I gotta roll a dice. So it had 3 turns in total.
I think so.
Looks like it. Okay. Minus 30. Alright, you find 11 of these 8-inch tall mushrooms with hollow caps filled with tiny hard balls of spores, and when you shake them, they make this unusual rattling sound.
That
Okay.
sounds like what we came here for.
Yep. Then I'll collect them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll put them in my bag.
So 1 second. This is actually going to be in the party sheet for you guys to grab.
Oh man, we're close to
Alright.
level. We need 500 more experience.
I feel like we just got to level 5.
You guys haven't really done a whole lot, but yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Is that
Let
the
me
correct
check
level
that
number?
back.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, that's the correct one, because you guys are at 22, and that's a 23. Um... Anyways, yeah, you guys, we're gonna need to play another session, for you to level up. Let me just go to my advanced schedule.
Yeah, 6th is 23,000. We're like 500 off.
Yep.
Well, maybe we complete a quest and get that 500?
We still
Not
have to go talk
until
to Swap
you...
Winch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be next session, so Pluto will still come in as a 5th level character.
Wait, are we gonna end right now?
Zerdream has to go soon, right?
Oh, I can do like 20 minutes. I think we should do a couple months of city building, maybe.
No. You want to go talk to the
We
swamp
were going to
witch.
Swamp Witch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, my team just wants to warm up before our game,
Okay, you guys head over
so
to
that's gonna be
the
in like
swamp
20
witch,
minutes.
Okay.
and you get to her hut, and it's the same thing. There's the scarecrow in the yard, the hut in the center of a wide yard with a circular fence.
Then I want to diplomacy her. I want to tell her that.
So
We
remember
come,
there was a bell, so how do you guys approach the place?
Oh, well, we ring the bell.
Oh,
Okay.
one sec. One moment. There we go.
Yay. Charisma.
Alright, so you guys ring the bell.
I ring the bell.
Alright, you get a response from her as you see this familiar woman peer out her window, and she snarls at you and says, "You again! Why do you keep coming here every so often?"
I tell her that we've brought rare and exotic mushrooms, perfect for any sorts of hobbies or crafting or experiments, and that in exchange for giving this gift, we would like to talk to you.
I don't
We
need
come
no
from the settlement
mushroom.
to the north. I pull one out and explain to her that these are rare and dangerously procured rattle caps.
Her, like, tired ears kind of perk up a little bit when you say that. Shit, why do I keep clicking that button? You got those? For me.
Well, sure.
She's totally a hag.
I don't even know you. Why would you do that?
We're neighbors. Just a little
I
friendly
tell her
gift.
that we have seen that you are a very discerning woman, so an appropriate gift was in order. And we've heard that you have a lot of wisdom that you could share about the surrounding area.
She says, very well then. Come in, but don't touch the scarecrow. Safety precautions.
Okay. I give
Okay.
everybody else the thumbs up, and we go to talk to her.
Okay, and you come in,
good.
and this is like a super tiny hut. Like, all of a sudden, you guys are crowded. Even with Zarky in there, it's very crowded. And there's a cauldron, and it's bubbling. And it smells like food, like a stew, something edible. But really, there's just super basic going on in this hut. However, there are like a lot of little, handmade trinkets and items that, might suggest that she's a witch, but you're not really seeing things that witches would have from things you've read.
Okay.
There seems to be a lack of witch in this place.
Well, now that we're on talking terms with her, I introduce myself. I'm Zoo. This is Zarky. This is
Hi.
our bodyguard Winston, and this is the Baroness of our settlement, Tasha. And I bow
Hello.
as I introduce her.
There's no need for such formalities out here.
And I tell I ask after I've given all of our names, I ask our hostess, what shall we call you? What do you prefer to be called by?
Oh, I haven't given people my name for a very long time. My name's Elga. I have a last name too, Vernix.
Oh, Elga Vernix.
Does that name ring any bells or mean anything?
I mean, you can roll knowledge, local or nobility.
I have both of those.
Yeah, no, that name doesn't ring a bell at all. Like, you don't know any nobles with that name, no famous locals or
Okay.
heroes.
Okay.
Well, I pull out some of the mushrooms just to, let her know that we have them and they're real. And I ask her, well, with formalities out of the way, we are trying to settle these stolen lands. And there are a lot of places around here that we have not explored yet. And there are some other mysteries that we were wondering if you could impart some insight of yours. So one of the things we were gonna ask her about was the tower, right?
Yes, the glowing tower.
Okay. She says, I just want to be left alone. You know, that's generally all I really want. And the kids, they come here and they throw things at the hut, and really bothers me.
No, yes, we've had our own troubles with children. One recently uh, found himself in the clutches of a lizard folk tribe not too far from here. We did rescue him at a very big cost
At
to
the lizard
ourselves.
folks' cost.
And you
We
know
still
what?
don't
Now that I
know
think about it,
what got them.
there was this, yeah, we don't know how he got there, but he did. But there was this strange thing happening at that lizard folk village. For some reason, there was this like intelligent glowing ball that they were communicating with.
Ah, yeah. You seeing one of those were with the lizards?
Yes, and they seemed to be communicating with each other, like they were
Huh.
on some kind of terms.
Foolish with lizards. She laughs.
I say, do you know anything about this glowing ball? Like, what is it?
Yeah, well, there's not just one. There's many over at the tower south of the lake here. They're called will-o-wisps. They feed on fear. At night, you can see them glowing about around the tower. They usually don't get close to each other, though, so. But there are many.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem.
Yeah, that does not sound good at all.
Yeah, I just don't go that
How do
way.
we get rid of them?
That's on you. I don't know.
Okay, so we know a little bit more about the tower now, and I guess about the creature. What else were we gonna ask her?
In general, does she know any other
Does
hazards?
she know who killed the lizard people? What kind of creature would be strong enough to do that? Because when we got there, they were all dead. We didn't kill them all.
I think the wisp did. She said that they had like burn marks on them.
Oh, we thought the will-o-wisp did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does she know about your turtle?
Maybe she knows about the turtle, yeah.
What turtle?
Okay, that answers that question.
Yeah.
There's a turtle by the lake near here. We saw its tracks. We heard it was attacking fishermen.
Well, you know, nature.
Oh, I do know nature.
She's
But this turtle's
eyeing
big.
your bow, Zarky. And you guys can roll a sense motive if you'd like.
Sure.
There we go.
Ride.
Tasha just sits there going, I know, right? It's such a great bow. I can't keep my eyes off it either.
You rolled a ride check.
Oh,
Ride.
I'm trying to ride the bow.
You get the feeling that she like has figured out what its magical properties are, and she seems to have a strange interest in it. She doesn't say anything about it. She just keeps looking at it as the conversations continue.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything about that, or you guys have any other question?
I mean, she can eye my bow all she wants. She ain't getting it.
Have you had a problem with Fae around here, living so close to the woods?
Ah, Faye. You know, there's a couple of them. I know they're over to the west. I don't go over there. They're a little bit crazy. But why? Why are you bringing up Faye?
Well,
We just
I tell her that, I mean, unless Sasha's gonna say something.
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, just that, there's a lot in this forest, and we've had our own encounters with them, some good, some bad.
Yes. Yes, there are bad Fae out there.
In the interest of our growing settlement, we would like to deal with any dangers before they threaten our settlement.
Before they deal with us.
Are you, Zoo, are you in your human form, or?
I am in my human form right now. This is usually how I talk to new
Okay.
people.
She
Otherwise, it's weird
says
if I'm just
to
a bot.
you specifically, Zoo, she says, you and me, we're similar. I can tell.
Are we? How is that?
Someday it'll happen to you too.
I tell her that the blood of Fae does it does course through my veins. That I was born with this.
She says,
Somewhere in my family's bloodline.
I was once beautiful, like her, and she points over at Tasha.
Thank you.
She is rather beautiful.
They
Are,
call
are
me
you
a
afflicted by
hag.
something?
I am inflicted by my bloodline.
Oh.
Over time, my brows started getting longer, my ears started getting pointier. My skin started turning green.
I have noticed some changes, but they've been minor.
So I lock myself up away from people because they made fun of me. Of what I was and what I was becoming. Such a bother. People and their drama.
I nod, and I tell her that it's natural for people to be wary of change when people are unsure. They tend to it tends to bring out the worst in people.
Yeah, do you guys have more questions? She can probably tell you, let's see. What do you guys not know about? You already learned about the Lonely Burrows. Okay. She'll express that, she likes you guys. You know, after you guys spend a good amount of time talking to her, she finds you guys all right and is very grateful for those mushrooms.
Mhm.
In fact,
I'm gonna give her. Oh, what was?
she you guys get a reward for the mushrooms, which is in the form of XP, as you
Yay.
have completed a quest before you knew about the quest. Sort of. I mean, you guys
Okay.
gathered info.
Yay, we did it! Ba 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 ba
And
ba.
she's gonna give you 100 gold for each one you guys got, which is 1,100. And that'll be distributed between the three of you.
Man, she had a lot of money.
Yeah, she has money, yes.
Maybe a lot of it's in the form of like other magical reagents and stuff she had that can be used by Tasha
Uh, yeah,
in her
perhaps.
crafting and stuff.
And
Yeah.
she can be convinced to craft magical items or provide spell casting at standard prices. And then also, if you guys spend enough time with her, I know we're running out of time, so I'm just pushing this forward. If you guys spend enough time
Yeah, that's
with
fine.
her, you will learn that she is an excellent candidate for that magister. Is that the role that it is?
The Magister.
Yeah, the one Svetlana was in.
The magical person, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I think
considering
we need to
we
get to
have
know
a
her a
better
little bit more
understanding of her
first,
now,
but
I think that it's definitely a possibility. The
Mhm.
only
I think-
issue
yeah.
is that she would have to show up like once, what is it, like a week?
yeah, she'd have to
Well,
let the people get to know her.
If you help her feel more comfortable about her bloodline and her appearance as her bloodline has made her appear, she'll be more than happy to show up for you and your kingdom. But of course
Okay.
she wants to come back home.
Yeah,
but
it'll be a work in progress.
of course she's gonna want to make sure that you keep the kids tamed. You know, she doesn't want to deal with that drama.
Okay.
It's not that she's
think we
insecure,
can
she just
arrange
doesn't
something.
want to deal, is what it is, you know?
Sounds
A
a lot
true
like
hermit.
It's because she
secret.
is insecure about her image.
Well, maybe you need to get her through counseling and help her realize that.
Well, yeah, that's effectively what we're doing. And I mean, if it like helps, like I'll tell her that like like this actually isn't my true form. Like I don't look human.
Dang, we're so close to leveling up, aren't we?
Didn't
No,
you
we
just
did.
level up? Yeah, you're
Did
level.
we?
Yeah, the quest.
Okay, I thought we
for-
need 500. Oh, sorry, I was
You're
looking
like
at GP
43
and thought it was
over.
XP.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
splitting
I
it
saw.
between
I thought we got
three of you
366
guys.
XP.
So it
we
was
deserve
enough.
it between three people.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So Pluto's gonna come in at 6 then, if he
Yeah.
plays.
Make him come in at 5th.
If.
This is a society night game now. You missed out some sessions.
Yeah.
If you keep
Yeah,
doing it,
he'll
you will
reveal
play.
her.
Well,
He'll
I'm
reveal his
gonna
fox form to
go.
her.
I have scrims.
Oh, okay.
Warm up games before we
take care, dude.
we play against Boeing today,
Yeah.
so should be fun.
what sport?
It's Heroes of the Storm After Hours Gaming League.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay.
Yeah,
He plays an
Esports.
esport.
bunch esports. Yeah.
Which did you guys hear for the first time ever? Esports was on
Olympics?
on ESPN magazine or
Oh, okay.
somebody's
Yeah.
some sport magazine.
Yeah.
We're almost
esports
there, guys.
has a big enough following to
It has
get
a huge
people to
following,
sink more
yeah.
money into it. And then where there's money,
It's
there's profit.
There's the people who think, oh, well, it's calling it a sport. It's not even athletic. It's like, no, it's literally just like a competition.
A couple of weeks ago, I was coming home late and I was just listening to the radio, and I came across one of our sports stations, and they were talking about I forget what game it was, but anyway, they had a whole panel of guys that were covering an esport, and I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
the first time I've heard
It-
that.
It's only gonna get bigger.
It's a thing.
The bigger it gets, the more money
Anyways.
is in it. The more money is in it,
Alright.
the more people are gonna do it.
Yep, good session, Secret. I wish
Yeah,
Pluto
it
was
fun.
here,
Thank
as
you.
we all did, but
Yeah.
that's okay. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Yep, take care.
I'm actually going to a football game this evening.
Oh, cool.
Ew,
Never been to
football.
one
Have
before,
fun.
but
Oh no, like, is it college or
CFL.
is that big or something? I don't know what that is.
It's like the NFL except Canadian.
Okay.
It's the highest level of football in Canada.
Being in an audience for those games is way more exciting than the actual game itself.
That
It'll be an
that has
adrenaline
been
rush.
my experience for anything except for